Okay, so what I thought we would do today is just have a little fun with the Open E tuning and talk about a little bit about its application in blues. It's been used probably for over a century, the Open E tuning in the blues. Goes way back. You can find some very old recordings of older, I think very often black guitar players using the Open E tuning and playing a lot of times slide guitar using the Open E tuning, which we will touch on. Not today, and we can do as much with this as interests you, or we can just use this as a little filler. I just figured since we're in e-tuning, why not explore this a little bit, because it is a big part of guitar history and is even used today when people are trying to emulate, those primitive blues sounds that go back in time. And generally, like I said, it's fairly simple. Musically speaking, I guess it's simple. Developing some of the techniques probably takes a little more doing. But in any case, it can be fun. So a lot, just some background. The triplet, the triplet feel, that 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So you're in 4/4 time. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. That triplet feel was very prevalent in the music, and I'll explain that in a second in a little more detail. Looking at the tab, the first line, that's just meant to be a series of triplets. So what we have there is we have the fifth fret of the B string and the open E string played 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, and then 1 2 3. Now when I play that first series of triplets, I actually slide up to it like this. And then go back down. So it's 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. When you're playing that first series of triplets, you can play both strings all the time if you want, because you're playing two E notes. So you can play both strings, or you can just slide up and then play the single E string. It doesn't really matter, it's all E notes. But here's the sound you want. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. And what you could do initially is just practice that line by itself, just so to get comfortable with it, so that you can play it easily. Okay, and once again, from the standpoint of digging into the music a little deeper, you want to understand that that's that triplet feel. 1 2 3 2 2 3 3 2 3 4 2 3. So there's your 4 beats broken down into 3 parts each. And when I play that on the right hand, I'm just 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So that's going to be our starting lick. It's very typical of the sound of a blues lick that might have been used. It's just something I created, but not really, because it's probably been played a million times. Then we look at line 2, and we have the E, and then we go to open 2, open 1, and then we'll have open 3, open 3. And we're going to play that in the triplet style too. So that would be 1 and that's actually what I have written there. The first couple of times I didn't play it exactly as written. It's now, I said that that's in the triplet field too, but we only see groups of 2. And the reason is that the second triplet, when you're playing that particular idea, the second triplet is left out. So you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. So you're still playing that triplet feel. It's just that you're not playing anything on the second triplet. So on the first idea, you're playing all 3 of the triplets. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. When you're playing the lower section, you're playing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. So on and so forth. I'm getting a little tongue-tied there. It's hard to say all those numbers and letters. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those first 2 lines together, and you'll notice that I have a bracket that says 2 times. So you'll play that section twice, ultimately, when you're putting this all together. So I'm going to play it slowly. 2, 3, 4. So that's the sound you want there. The other thing that you can do when you're playing the second line down, you can, what I tend to do very often is when I pick it, the palm of my hand, I use to sort of deaden it, give it more of a thump. Rather than that, open ringing sound, a little bit more of a thump. Now when you're doing that, because we're in open E tuning, it's not critical that you hit all of the strings. There's no real need for any great consistency. You're just targeting, for the most part, the bottom 4 strings. But if on occasion you only get the bottom 2 or you only get the bottom 3, it doesn't matter, it's going to sound fine. So I'm going to play that again, and I'm going to use more of that muffled sound to it. Give it a little bit more of a blues thump. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you would do those first 2 lines twice, and that would be your first 4 measures in the 12-bar blues. Now we get down to line 3, and we would play line 3 twice, so that would be measures 5 and 6. That's very simple. That's just your standard blues background. I'm just barring with my first finger, and I'm going to go and use my ring finger on the second set of triplets. So there we would have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay? So you would do that line twice, and that would be measures 5 and 6. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the beginning, and I'm going to play the first 2 lines twice as indicated by the brackets, and then I'm going to play the third line twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that would be your first 6 measures of the 12-bar blues. After that, I get down to line 4, and I'm going to play that line twice. And that would be measures, what are we up to, 7 and 8. So after playing line 3, I get back to the E, so here, that's beat number 1, beat number 2, beat number 3, beat number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so once again at the beginning of that line we have that, and that's beat number 1. It's a triplet, but we're just leaving out the second triplet. And then on the rest, for the rest of line 4, we have the complete triplets. Once again, keep in mind we're playing in an open E tuning, so you do want to try to play what's written there, but if you get any overlap or you're hitting extra strings, it's going to sound perfectly fine. So don't stress about that. Think more about the feel. So now I'm going to play from the beginning down through line 4. So I play the first 2 lines twice, the second line twice, the third line twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. that typically at the end of each line, when we're on the E chord, we end on an open, and that gives us time to get up to whatever chord is coming next. So we get down to line 5 and we see B written there. Now I haven't filled that all in. That's just going to be a measure of B, of playing the blues background, the blues thump, whatever you want to call it, but we'll be up on the 7th fret and we'll just be doing that typical blues riff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now there's several ways you can do that when you play it. You can play 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold that ring finger down for 4, or you can lift it up like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you can keep it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. And then from there we'll go down. You'll see it just has the A chord written, which means we'll just go down to the 5th fret and do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Either way, it doesn't matter. On that 4th beat, you can lift that ring finger up at the end of the 4th beat, or you can leave it down. Either way. So now I will go back to the beginning and play it all the way through to line 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. We get down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, line number 6. And what we have there is we have the E chord. And then we have a very typical blues turnaround that I'm sure in listening to any blues throughout your lifetime you've heard. So we just have the E chord on 1. Once again, I'm kind of doing that as a thump. I'm kind of deadening that with the palm of my hand over here. Like this. Palm. Once again, the palm of my hand is just kind of hitting as opposed to. So in that measure, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have open 3, open 3, open 2, open 2, open 1, open 1. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Then we get to the bottom line, which we would call the turnaround. 1, and then we come up to the 5, the 6, and the 7. Right? So playing those last 2 lines, we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. I'll do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. From the beginning, 2, 3, 4. Then you'll be back to the beginning. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play some chords in the key of E. I'm going to play the chords that go along with this so that you can have that as a play along. I'm just going to play a shuffle. I'll go up to my A chord. So on and so forth. I'm just going to play the background for this so that you have something to play along with. Okay? I'll do it a little slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that'll kind of go along with that. You can use that as a background. Once you get pretty good at it, you can use that as a background. And then if you decide you'd like to pursue a little bit more of this, if you find this interesting, we can talk about some more ideas and I can lay down a little bit more, a backing track a few more times through so that you get a chance to play several different ideas. It's good. It's good from the standpoint of, once again, we can work on some different techniques that were used in this style of playing and just become a little bit more comfortable with playing in the open E tuning. And it's just generally fun. People generally love playing the blues. So if this is something that you find enjoyable and would like to explore a little further, let me know and we'll do that. If not, we'll move along, and there's always something new. And as you know, if you have any questions, you know where to find me. Have a good one.